was reminded by a quote by Tony Robbins, and he said something profound. He said, "The strongest force in the human personality is the need to remain consistent with how you define yourself." One of the greatest days in a human being's life on the journey of emotional maturity is the day that we realize that life is not a comfort-centric experience, but a growth-centric experience. Every adversity carries with it the seed of an equivalent or greater benefit. The challenge is for most people is that they're so busy focused on the adversity, they don't water the seed. And I'm a great believer that many of the gifts in life that come to us are wrapped in a thin layer of problems, probably to stop somebody else from stealing our gift. One of the other tools I was using was contrast frames. Now, contrast frames are very powerful, and they essentially derive from the fact that most of what we give meaning to is based upon what we compare it to. For example, if you walk into work on a Monday morning and your boss calls you in and he gives you a surprise 10% pay rise, you walk out feeling pretty good. And then at lunchtime, you're chatting with your coworker who essentially does the same job, and you find out that they got called in and got given a 15% pay rise. Now you're not feeling so good. See, you had nothing before, but now you only have 10%. See, the trick with contrast frames is to always contrast where you are with something that makes you empowered rather than disempowered. Every single one of us faces adversity. It's not because we're unlucky, my friends. It's by design. You know, we're here in Earth School to grow and contribute. That's the two laws of nature. And the strongest trees don't grow in the best soil, they grow in the strongest winds. So if you want to become the best version of yourself, start praying for some strong winds and don't complain when they show up. We only have to go to the physical body to see that if you take it to the gym and push it past your limits, it's pre-programmed to return with a better version of itself. What do you think nature's trying to tell us? And so when adversity shows up, as it will, start to try to shift your focus by asking better questions, by looking at what you can learn or who you can become rather than looking what you could lose. Is the difference between a life of success and a life on the street for many people. And if we can focus ourselves on being able to see the positive no matter what, to tear the wrapping paper off and search for the gift in the adversity, then we all have the ability to live a life that's an example rather than a warning. And in doing so, hopefully, leave a legacy that transcends not just ourselves, but impacts many more lives.